Yes, in vanilla Minecraft, you can build your own launch pad and launch your Happy Ghast like a space shuttle.
Happy Ghast launch control. This is flight
9,
director. All systems
8,
go.
7,
Range is green.
6,
Docking clamps
5,
released.
4,
Starting main
3,
engines.
2.
We have ignition.
1.
We have liftoff.
The Ghast is secure and will not move until you decide to ride him. To ride him, just come up here, click on him. He cannot go anywhere because of these holding clamps. To disengage the holding clamps, click this lever, and then when you're ready to take off, just click this button. When you're done flying and you're ready to land, simply click the button again, and then land him back where he was. Once he's tight against these pistons, simply click this lever to engage the holding clamps. Then go down the ladder. As a reminder, this video is for the Java version of Minecraft. If you want the Bedrock tutorial, click the link in the description. For this build, I'm using 2.5 stacks of gray concrete, a stack of polished andesite, half stack of stone and smooth stone, a stack of glass, 20 red concrete, 8 potent sulfur, 2 pistons, 3 sticky pistons, 6 slime blocks, and then 3 blocks of redstone, 42 dust, and 6 redstone torches, a stone button, a lever, a target block, 8 dispensers, about 42 iron bars, a stack of scaffolding, 8 ladders, 2 waters, and 8 lava buckets. We're going to start by digging an 8 by 13 hole. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 7, 8. So this is an 8 by 13 perimeter, but we need to go down by 6. So we've gone down 1 here. We're going to go down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is an 8 by 13 hole, and it is 6 deep. Just to make this easier to build and to eliminate spawns, I'm going to put just a few torches here on the very edge. I'm going to say that this is the back of the build. So from the back, I'm going to count out 2 blocks. 1, 2. I've got a gap of 2. And then off to this side, 1, 2 as well. So I'm going to put a block right here. So again, we've got a gap of 2 here and a gap of 2 here. We've got the smooth stone, and then we're going to extend that 1, 2, 3. So we've got 4 smooth stone blocks. We're going to now copy this line. We're going to have a gap of 2, 1, 2, and then a smooth stone, and we're going to bring that line all the way over. To complete this square, we're going to add dispensers. So right here, 1 and 2 dispensers. And then on this side, 1 and 2. On this ring, we're going to put a layer of dirt. Here on the bottom, these dispensers will dispense lava. But above it, here on this dirt layer, we're going to put the Potent Sulfur. So 4 of those, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now on top of that dirt ring, we're going to go up 3 levels of glass. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do that all the way around. On top of the corners of this glass square, we're going to put 4 red concrete, like so, and then connect them with gray concrete. So this level will be exposed and is your top layer. If you did it right, it should match up to your surface level like this. So this is what your build should look like so far. And notice that one side has a little bit of space over here and one side has a lot, where this big area is the front and the other area is the back. So here in the front, I'm just gonna drop down. Notice there's a block here. Diagonal to that, I'm going to leave a blank space, and then diagonal to that, I'm going to put about half stack of scaffolding. And the other half of my stack of scaffolding, I'm going to place right here. Just 2 of those, and then I'm going to extend those out. And I'm going to do that all the way around. This will just make it a little easier to build. Using stone, we're going to place it all along the edge of this bottom glass area. So right here. Then we're going to place smooth stone on top of that stone. So again, this large area, this is the front of the build. We're going to come over here to the front, and the middle to the right, this block right here, we're going to extend this out 3 more smooth stone. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to place dispensers on the left and right of the front of this build. So here on the right, I'm just going to delete 2 of these. 1, 2. And let's put a dispenser right here, like that. And we're going to leave this blank area for the lava. Let's go over to the left side. 1, 2, and then a dispenser. And then a blank area for that lava right there. And let's do the same thing to the back. Now I'm on the back, on the far right, 1, 2, dispenser. And then on the far left, 1, 2, and then dispenser. Currently, your build should look like this. Like I said before, lava will go here. We're actually going to have glass on the outside of it. So let's put dirt here and here so we can put glass on top of it. And then let's do that for each side. Now that all the glass is placed, it'll hold in the lava that will be here. Above the lava will be the potent sulfur. So I'll put a piece of dirt here and then place the potent sulfur, and we do that to each side. You know you did it correctly if the sulfur block is right above this blank area where the lava will go. So I'm standing at the back of the build. I know I'm in the back because it's really tight. There's nowhere to walk here. So looking directly at the back, if I look over here to the left, I'm going to remove this smooth stone right here and this piece of stone right here. We're going to place a piston here and a redstone block. I'm going to jump down here. Luckily, earlier, I already put a piece of dirt there. We can put the piston right against it. If you don't have a piece of dirt there, you're going to want to place that first and then come down here and do this like so. Then jump back out. So this is our build. It's looking a little messy. Let's go and remove all the dirt that we placed and maybe some of the scaffolding. We'll leave this tall scaffolding, but I'll remove the rest for now. And don't forget this dirt here next to the sulfur blocks. So if you did this correctly, the front of your build should look something like this. Here at the bottom, we're gonna put redstone around this whole ring. You might have to hit shift to put them on top of the dispensers like so. So now I'm at the front of the build. This is those 3 blocks that are sticking out in the front. We're gonna start redstone here, going all the way around this entire ring. So we want to get past these sulfur blocks, so we're going to remove this corner. And I'm going to add redstone back here, hit shift for the dispenser. There we go. Break this one. Okay, and we're going to continue that line. Break the corner. As you can see, the redstone starts at the front and then goes all the way around. So the concept is when the redstone is powered, it'll also power this piston, pushing this redstone block down and thereby powering this bottom area. And that means all the dispensers will then dispense lava. So let's add one lava bucket to each dispenser, like this. There are 8 dispensers, so you want to put a lava bucket in each one. All right, so did you do it correctly? We're going to test it by putting a button right here on the end and then pushing the button. These front 2 have lava, so that worked. Let's look at the back 2. Yep, lava in there. And do we have lava? Yes. So the 4 on the top dispense correctly and there's no lava leaking. So that's good. Let's go to the bottom. And you do not want to remove these sulfur blocks because they'll just fall right into the lava. So to test if the lava is working, just click on dispenser and look for an empty bucket. The bucket's empty, that's good. Bucket empty, good, it dispensed. And then, yes. Okay, we're good. Now that we know that all the lava is dispensing correctly, let's push the button again to remove it, just like that. And then let's remove the button to use for later. We are essentially done with the bottom area and we can start completing the top. Let's use red concrete and connect these corners like this. So currently your pattern should look like this. For now, on the top of each of these sulfur cubes, we're going to place a piece of dirt. And then connect those dirt corners using gray concrete. So now we have this completed large square. Just so we don't fall down, I'm gonna go ahead and fill these little corners in. And for now, I'll just leave the scaffolding here. Let's come to the front of the build right in the center. These 2 center gray blocks. We're going to come out with dirt 4 blocks out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then next to it, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. And now we're going to go back 1 block and then shoot out 1 on this side and 1 on this side. On this dirt pattern that we ended up with, we're going to put gray concrete on the side like this. And we're just going to follow that around on each side. So currently your build should look something like this. Taking polished andesite, we're going to come over here and place 2 of them in between the dirt and the red, just like that. So that's where we start. And then we're going to put 2 back here like so. And we're going to match this pattern. Just put them all on top of this gray concrete like so. That andesite pattern should look just like this. On top of this andesite pattern, we're going to go 3 high with gray concrete. 1, 2, 3, all the way around. Then on top of that gray concrete, we do 1 more layer of andesite. Then 3 more layers of gray concrete. And then another layer of andesite. Then we go up 3 more layers of concrete. And then another layer of andesite. Just to double check, you should have 4 layers of andesite. 1, 2, 3, and then that 4th one near the bottom. And so this is the top layer. We're going to fill this in. Okay, since we are up here, I'm going to put a redstone torch here and here. All right, I'm going to jump toward the front of the build on the scaffolding. Again, there's the front. So looking at the front area, just below the redstone torch and this andesite, I'm going to put 6 iron bars coming straight out toward me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then I'm going to place 2 iron bars on the end like this. 1, 2. So it does that. And then we're going to do 2 just like it below. 1, 2. Now we're going to go to the other side of the build and do the same exact thing. Also, on the ends of these, I forgot, let's put 1 redstone torch like that. Let's do that to the other side. There we go. We are now going to copy that pattern down here, just below this second layer of andesite right here. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 on the bottom. And then redstone torch on top of that. There we go. So at this point, your build should look something like this. We need to finish the redstone. So in the front of this build, I'm going to put a little bit of scaffolding here. Just climb up. Notice we have a layer of andesite here at the bottom. If I climb up, there's another layer. This is the second layer. This is where your pistons go. So I'm going to remove these 2 blocks like this, and then put in pistons. Above those pistons, we've got another layer of andesite right here. Just below this left one, we're going to place a button, and then to the right of that, a lever. Okay, let's go down and let's go underneath the build. Break that dirt that we placed earlier so we can see the inside of this area. From the inside, you can see that here are the back of those pistons. Right below that, we're going to put a little shelf of gray concrete here and here so that we can place a target block here and a piece of redstone dust. So target block here, redstone dust here. All right, went up a little higher. Let's put another shelf right here. So it's a gap of 1 above the target block, and then right here. And then let's have that come out again like so. And then redstone on that coming out this way. I'm just gonna put a torch here so I can see what I'm doing. All right, so this is what it looks like so far. Place a piece of dirt on this andesite right here. And then I'm gonna jump down here to the bottom. Let's see. There we go. Looking up at this dirt, place a sticky piston like so. And then we can jump off. And then a redstone block right here. We can remove that dirt. So the idea is that this piston, when the lever is pulled, it pushes this redstone block and then powers these 2 pistons to retract or extend. All right, we also need to add a sticky piston on this side. So I'm gonna put a piece of dirt here and then on top of it like that, and I'll remove it. Now we can go down and put a sticky piston against this piece of dirt. Before we do that, I'm gonna come down here to where we had these 3 blocks sticking out with our redstone. Next to this one, put a piece of dirt like this, and then on top of it, a piece of dirt like this. And this is where we're gonna place our redstone block. So that is the distance. Now remove the dirt. Now let's jump on top of that redstone block. And then we can put in that sticky piston. And then it will take 6 blocks of slime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So when that piston fires, it'll push this redstone block into this line, and then it'll trigger all those lava dispensers. If you want to double check your redstone, it should now look like this. Okay, so just a quick test. I'm gonna jump out of here. I'm just gonna destroy this andesite, and then maybe this block above it, so I can jump out here. And there are our lever and buttons. So let me just hit the lever. Look at that. Both of those pistons are coming out, and they go back. Let's try the button. This should light up. There we go. And the redstone down here should light up. Let me click it. Yep. So I think we're good. All right, let's fix that and that. Okay, we are done down here, so I'm gonna destroy the scaffolding, and let's get rid of this dirt. And we can fill all this in with dirt too. All right, on the front of the build, just above this andesite, we're gonna put 4 ladders. And then do that on the other side. All right, now we can deal with the water. Just drop down here. And let's make an infinite water source by putting water in the corner. And then another water in the opposite corner. Now this whole area became an infinite water source. And now we're getting a little dizzy because of the sulfur, but it's okay. We can pull from that infinite water source by clicking on the water. All right, so the next layer of glass, we put it in the corner again, pull from the infinite water source at the bottom, and then go to the opposite side and make an infinite water source over there. Swim up higher, grab from the bottom, again, go to a corner, and then pull some more water from the bottom, go to another corner, and then we do that again. So you just keep doing that until the water reaches the surface like this. And now that this is an infinite water source, I can pull from that and place in these corners. We're gonna put this right on that piece of sulfur, like so. There is one last important piece. When you're looking at these ladders, you're gonna wanna put your iron bars here and here. That keeps your ghast from running away. So now let's test it out. Let's grab this guy. Okay, so now that we've added that iron bar there at the bottom, we should be able to safely park him by going straight forward and then down. Let's secure him by clicking on the lever. And notice he will not move. If I come down here, walk away. So the ghast can't run away because we have an iron bar back here blocking him. And on the side, left and right, he can't escape that way either. And of course the piston is trapping him on the top. So to ride him, simply just click on him. We want to release the pistons. I normally click on him and then click the button. Let's see what happens if I just stand on him and click the button. Craft well, be creative, and remember, you have value.